Yo, what's up, family? What's up?
Hey.
Yo, check this one out. Got my daughter on this one here. Yo, we're gonna do this video. Y'all know what we talking about on this one. Never judge a book by its cover. Why? Because you never know what somebody is truly going through. Now, there are videos that touch on stuff like this in the past, such as Men Are Not Expendable, a suicide video. That's a very serious one. But we're gonna touch on some of them things, but trust me when I tell you, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Never judge a book by its cover, because that's the fact. You might not know what somebody is going through. We see all kind of road rage and people snapping out for everything. You don't know what somebody might be on their last straw about to break because of stress, bills, or whatever the case. And now here you come with your attitude. And you're like, man, why that person is tripping? You don't know, man. So it's better to try to diffuse a situation opposed to making it elevate. That could be the word of the day, to diffuse something. You diffuse something, it's like to eliminating something, to make something go down, opposed to elevating someone's attitude. You able to diffuse it like a bomb about to go off. You able to disarm it. You able to make it non-existent, inactive, to diffuse something. You understand?
Yeah.
Got something you want to add to it?
Just to piggyback off of you, every day somebody's always going through something.
Always.
But you shouldn't tend to make it harder on someone just by assuming they might not be going through something, and you might affect them by saying certain words. Like verbal abuse is really effective. I believe sometimes verbal abusive can be more harmful than physical abuse.
Now that's normally women that say that.
No, that's not.
Me
No.
more than physical.
I know you're wrong. You know how many times Ben gone through some verbal stuff that's just like, oh, I'm a man, I gotta go through it, I gotta deal with it. But all day they're thinking about that. That's really hurtful, or could be very just triggering. And it's just like, oh, I gotta shut up because I'm a man. I might look weak. Like,
now when you say that, it just made me think in a hilarious way. Sometimes we go through stuff and y'all, hey, watch this. I'm talking about you. Watch this. How many times you go through something with your significant other, your family members, whatever, and you leave the house, you pissed off, you mad, and here you is driving. You driving down the street in the car by yourself, and you having a full conversation with yourself. Man, I told that door. Man, and then somebody look at you while you drive. You be like, oh, then you try to act like you dancing to the music, but you really. That other person that drove you crazy, that you mad and pissed off.
yeah.
But, because we all found ourselves talking to ourselves like,
Sure have. People called me talking on the phone. Is she talking to somebody?
but sometimes family really know how to push that button. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you never know what somebody's going through. Another thing, like I said, don't judge a book by its cover. Another thing for a lot of you people out there, y'all heard this saying before where it says, a lot, especially on the internet, a lot of people like to be down with who they think is popular. But if you were smart, you'll be down with who you know is popular. Know why? Because most successful people, we don't go around bragging. We ain't got to go get all the latest stuff to try to show you what we got. There's always a person who going out of their way. Every time you see them, they got this, they got that, they got this, that. But if you see their bank account, you see their credit, you'll see, oh, you broke as a joke.
You're fake. You
just fronting. Like I said, don't judge a book by its cover. I don't never get impressed when I see somebody got this, because I know how many times we even seen celebrities. They up here today, they down here tomorrow. You go, he had millions. How about lottery winners? They up here today, they down here. Do you realize most lottery winners, years later, they broke?
Yeah.
That's sad, though.
Yeah. So don't ever judge a book by its cover. We can keep this going. For example, remember just the other day, we was in a restaurant. How about that one?
Yeah.
We was in a restaurant. We was getting an order,
Can
right?
I tell them what happened? Because it happened to me.
I'm going to start off, then you get it. So we was getting our order, right? So my wife ordered this. And then we said, we're going to order this next order. Me and my daughter, we both ordered the same thing. And then that was the next person to order. And as the lady taking the next person order, and then my daughter here, then she go, she go, what's that right there?
No.
And the lady tells her, and then my daughter goes, she go, I think I'm going to change my order.
Because I wanted fried chicken originally. But then I saw the big chicken. That big chicken looks real seasoned. So obviously I changed mine because, like I said, customers always right?
Okay.
So
not always.
But I had switched my order, and I had asked the lady, can I have the two that's on the top? The girl done acted like I asked her to go all the way down in the bottom of the barrel, and she just had an. I didn't like her attitude. I didn't like her attitude, and then y'all ever, and I know a lot of people out there have been like this. You ever can see if you went this way, it could go that way.
Yeah.
I do that a lot, but I'm just like, you know what? Let me not do it, because then I'd be the one looking ghetto.
Not only that, but that's a good thing by having a good partner, a good father. See, I was there to have your back, because you can see the girl was bothered.
She had a whole attitude.
And I seen it too. And what I did, like a good father, good brother, good mate, whatever we do, I stepped in right away. And when she did change your order, then I went to the side of you and I went like this to the lady. I said, hey, ma'am, thanks a lot for changing that. We really appreciate it. Yo, have a good day. And just like that, she went from angry to, oh, no problem, sir. This no problem. She went to smiling. See, because what I realized, you don't know what she might be going through. Yes. But she might not know what you're going through.
I was hungry.
You know what I'm saying? You might have had a bad day. You know what I'm saying? And now two negatives do not make a positive. So let's say you had friction, she had friction, and now y'all both. We all see all these fights on the internet, all these Walmart fights and all this nonsense, right?
It's just women are like just women.
It could be a man too.
Yeah, but in this situation, I just look at like women just be so tick for tat, and that's why I just was like, let me just not.
But you see how I stepped up.
Yeah,
and I said, hey,
yes,
ma'am,
sure.
Thanks a lot. That do look good. I said, but hey, we really appreciate you changing that. And it's changed her that quick, because somebody needs to step in when you can't. It's like that saying when they say, you on the inside looking out, or don't throw rocks and you live in a glass building.
You're the outside looking in.
Okay, something like that. I'm probably messing it up. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody got to step up. And I'm not saying you was wrong or she was wrong, because like you said, I didn't tell you to go.
I saw her shoulders go from here to this when I asked. I'm like,
she was like, I didn't tell, like you said, I didn't tell you to go apply for this job. It's like people that work at motor vehicles, always with their attitude. Mm-hmm. But I didn't tell you to apply for this job. But me as your father, what I did, I realized there was about to be friction, and I stepped in and I said something pleasant to her. And it wasn't phony, I meant it.
Yeah.
Because we appreciate she is working. You never know what she might, who knows, she might be about to get evicted. She might barely could pay her bills. This job ain't doing that. Supervisor might have yelled at her. But you might be going through something too. So it's not to exclude you, but that's why sometimes, I've always said this, there's no greater thing than to check yourself, opposed to anybody else.
Like self-reflection.
There you go, self-reflection. Because you never know what somebody else is going through. We could give you so many scenarios about this, but y'all got some, drop them in the comments. It's like with my daughter here, on a silly tip. When I see someone like her with a phone like this, with all these cracks in it, how you get the screen off? How you get the screen off? Man, when I seen this Joker, look at all these cracks. It look like Spider-Man hit it. When I see somebody with a phone like that, I'll be like, oh yeah, she work at Walmart.
And he's totally wrong.
Why you gotta install the Walmart
right there?
Hey, why you gotta install Walmart customers?
That's the part right there.
Employees.
And a lot of y'all out there be assuming somebody's life and be wrong.
How many times y'all see somebody with a phone like that? I mean, they look like Spider-Man hit that joint. Every time I see her phone, know what I be doing? I be cracking up.
Very funny.
But you know
what? I know she ain't trying to crack.
No, but check this out. How about this one? And I was stunned when I found this one out. And this really messed my head up. How about homeless working people?
Ooh, once again, you never know what somebody going through. Don't judge a book by its cover. You're right.
Every day they get up in the morning and they go to, like in a normal day, going to work, dressing as best as they can, trying to fit into the world.
Yes.
But when you find out and you follow them, when you find, I'm sorry, mommy. When you find out and you follow them, if you do, because you're saying that person kind of funny, but it's they go to work and all that.
Barely making it.
And when you realize where they live at, they live in a car.
When I was in elementary, we had a school teacher like that. Her car was filled with stuff. We was like, Daddy, where she living? But we was kids. We just was making fun of her.
But you never thought.
Kids.
You never would have thought. And I was like, what? You got people, even lawyers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's funny that I had brought...
Will Smith, The Pursuit of Happiness?
Yes.
True story. That guy, he is a stockbroker. Living in alleyways, living in bathrooms. Bro, like, what's the title of the video? Don't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
You never know what somebody might be really going through. You got a lot of working class homeless people.
That's
you wouldn't
sad,
think
though.
You know, you be like a doctor,
it's
a
sad,
lawyer,
but I think
a
those are
school
like
teacher.
the strongest people, though, when they know how to push through a lot of adversity, and it's like they're dealing with so much. So it's like back to what you were saying, like you shouldn't be saying certain things to somebody because you never know. They really could be their last day thinking like, you know, this is it for me.
Now I agree with that because that touches on another one of our videos where I got the meme of Maya Angelou on it, and it's called Smile Apparatus. See, when a lot of people we dealing with adversity, you ever notice, even in a movie or your family or friends, when someone's going through real hard times, and they laugh it off, like they getting evicted out of their house, right? Yeah. And then the reporter will be interviewing and they'll be like, you know, we just lost everything. I just don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. It seems like they laughing, but like Maya Angelou said, that's a defense apparatus. And that's the title of the video. It's called Smile Apparatus. It's like they smiling, you think they laughing, but it touches on Smokey Robinson old song, "The Tears of a Clown When No One's Around." See, to you think he's smiling, but they really dealing with a lot of pain. And that's why I say, don't judge a book by its cover. You know, you may think this person's smiling, but they're going through a lot of pain. They just don't want to show you it. And even sometimes you see that person trying to smile and laugh it off, and then all of a sudden tears will start dropping. You be like, wait, now you really be confused. You're like, wait a minute, I thought you were smiling and laughing. All of a sudden you're crying. The smiling and laughing wasn't smiling and laughing of joy. It was of pain.
Exactly.
Anything else with your crack phone?
No.
No, it is sad, especially when you have people around you that you never see the ugly side of them because of they're always trying to front. They always feels as if I'm not gonna show what I'm going through.
Yeah.
But that takes one small thing for them to pop like a firecracker.
Yeah. That's why I love that. And I love how we had this conversation in the restaurant because I could see you was bothered by that girl.
I'm about to go off.
And I could tell that girl was bothered. But I did the right thing. I stepped in and I said something positive to her. And it changed the mood of both of y'all.
It changed the mood when the next lady, she was very sweet to me. And that's all that girl could have done.
But some people need to be taught. They need to be taught, and it's a shame. But you can't step in the same level as that other person because the fire is not going to be turned off that way. Yeah. You know?
All right, anything else in closing?
In closing, I always say just treat people how you want to be treated. You wouldn't want somebody talking down on you or making jokes about your life. So
true.
Shouldn't be doing that to somebody else.
But at the same time, don't judge anyone because you don't know. Once again, you don't know what's going through somebody's life. It is a shame. You have to have the patience. I think a person has to have more patience and be able to, before you're so quick to jump in their own level.
Honestly, if you really don't have something nice, just don't say nothing at all.
Yeah. So like the title, my in closing, I would touch on a couple of things, such as the title of the video, don't judge a book by its cover. The other thing, I would touch on a couple of things. I love these videos out here where you see the guy, mostly you see a black guy, he walking through the streets and he asking people, hey, could you lend me $1? Every white guy too. He'll be, could you lend me $1? It's amazing how you see so many people like, no, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. And then eventually one person will give him, I mean, it seems like I'm saying some racial thing, but I'm not. Black guy was asking over and over and over and over and over people. Everybody, they not only told him no, see, don't judge a book by its cover. Not only told him no, gave him a look, right? And I remember then all of a sudden this white girl and this black girl, they was walking together. He asked for change. And the white girl right away grabbed the black girl like, no, come on, get away from him, get away. And then the black girl said, wait a minute, hold on. I got a coin or something. I could give him something. And she gave him a $1 coin. And she said, I don't have much, but I can give you this. And he said, oh, thank you. And then he went in his pocket and gave her a brand new iPhone. We see these videos a lot. And then once he did that, then the white girl go, wait a minute, I got some money. See, no, get out of here. See, you right away judge this guy. I'm going to give you one that's actually ugly. They showed a white guy pretending to be blind.
Yes, and it was a black guy too. I think.
Yeah, they did. It almost reminded me of that show. What would you do? Remember how we seen that? Now remember, the white guy, he's acting like he's blind. He walked, and every white person he grabbed their shoulder, they helped him.
Yeah.
Everyone. Then they switched it. They put a black guy on that same street, and he walking like he blind. Every white person he grabbed, he's like, "Get off me!
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?"
that.
It's ugly how you see how some people, they truly show who they truly are. And it took a whole bunch for finally, it took about 30 white people for finally one white woman helped them. But when the white guy did it, every last white person helped them.
Yeah.
You see? And it was only an experiment. Don't judge a book by its cover. Y'all remember that show, right?
Yeah.
What Would You Do?
Yeah.
Remember the white girl? They had a bike chained up to the fence. And she was over there trying to break the chain and all this. And every white person came around. They helped her steal that bike. Then they switched it. They put a black girl or a black boy doing the exact same thing. The moment he was yanking on the chain, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, call the police. See?
Yeah.
They show who they are all the time. Name of the video. Don't judge a book by its cover. You never know. You never know what somebody's going through. Who you to judge? You could be that person the next day. Peace.